speaking to Fred Cook of North Shore Credit Union, and we spoke last year about this idea of improving customer experience. And you spoke today on stage about this idea of a financial spa. And I know like a lot of banks are sort of hanging on to their branches as people talk about customers moving to mobile, moving to online. And it seems like you guys have doubled down and taken your branch and created this luxury branch for financial spa experience for affluent customers. So could you talk me through why you went down that route?
Sure, absolutely. It's really about filling a void that we felt in the marketplace was not being serviced well, and trying to create a differentiating value proposition that other competitive institutions were not coming to the market with. And so when it comes to those other channel, whether it's mobile, self-serving or whatever, they're just convenient channels. They really are not a brand. And so it was about how do we create a more value proposition where would draw people in. And so one thing we realized was that the one thing that the modern society has created is a lack of time for people. And so when they're busy trying to raise a family, do a career, run around, all those kinds of things, the idea of sitting down for expert advice around financial services is not something that everybody is born with. And so we created this idea that people will pay for quality financial advisory services. And so that was where we started targeting a different segment of market, understanding that in our area everybody has a target market that they can go for, and for us this was a place for us to be more competitive in our marketplace.
Is that why it's the affluent market instead of offering the spa to the mass market?
It's not that we don't offer the spa to the mass market. They're welcome to come in, and we actually call that an aspiring affluent. But there's other institutions that perhaps could service them more, and I'll give you an example. If we have a rate shopper who comes in and says, I was just at bank ABC, and they will give me this, our job is to say to them, you know what, that's probably for you a really good opportunity. And so we would recommend you go back to bank ABC. However, if there's other things in your financial portfolio that you want to see and a more broader picture of that, then we'll sit down and talk to you about it. But we don't have to we don't chase rates and things like that.
North Shore Credit Union is, it's a community bank. It's not some big, a giant like Citi, HSBC. But you talked a little bit about having an integrated banking infrastructure sort of allows you to take advantage of new business opportunities and innovative technologies quicker and faster. But is it, some people might argue, well, that's also because you're a small bank. I mean, how much of it is the integrated technology and how much of it is just your size?
I think first and foremost it is the architecture that we have built out, and then after that it's just scale. Conceptually, and how we built it out and how we work with our partners on that, so with Temenos and say Microsoft and HP, the way we've put it together is a way that adds that ability to be adaptive and be able to handle emerging technologies, government regulations, and or new business models coming up and new opportunities. After that it's just scale. So what we've done actually is that, it may be comparatively a smaller implementation of that, but it's repeatable and expandable. It's just that we've maybe had less baggage to get there quicker to do that, and that's probably where maybe our scale has given us that little bit of advantage that we haven't had to have to cut through a lot of bureaucracy to get there as a technology group. Yeah.
So if you can take advantage of more innovative technologies, what's next after the spa?
That's a good question. I think what's next for us is more into intelligent data and more segmentation and utilizing BI more effectively. We're going to continue to do that. That's really where we leverage our value, is understanding who our clients are. It's really important that we understand what their needs and wants, but in particular what their behaviors are. For that's going to give us a more competitive advantage. And then I think on the other side of that is we can offer an opportunity to extend business intelligence. And what's interesting, I was talking to Temenos and their insight team about how we can expand that out to the client. And I think that would be an interesting opportunity to put some capabilities in our clients' hands in terms of looking at how their financial wellness is being managed by us.
Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome. Thank you, Liz.